Welcome to this week's episode of Locally Grown. My name's Chip Pye, DMV Photographer. This is my garden, and my guest this week is Claudia Rogers, otherwise known as Kool Keys. I'm really excited to have Claudia here. We have surprises for you this week. We're not going to tell you what they are until the end when you see what they are. All right, Claudia, thank you. Thank you for coming and being my guest on this week's episode of Locally Grown.
You're welcome, Chip. I am really honored that you asked of me to come. And I'm blessed to be in this beautiful garden on a Sunday afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you. Claudia, how did you get started in the music world?
I got started as a child, literally. I was kind of a child prodigy. I started off classically trained under Neville Otley. I took lessons for about 8 years, and then I played a lot in church. I did duets with my sister, and literally by the time I turned 13, 14, I got bored with classical music, so I decided to start learning music that I love. So I took the radio and put it on the piano, and I started learning by ear. I didn't really realize how that technique would have really helped me later on in life as a musician, because not only is it good to be able to read, but it's good to be able to hear music and play it. So I've been playing really since I was 4.
Wow. And you played in many bands around the DMV and nationwide. Can you tell us about those?
Yes, one thing about music is I never really knew it was my calling, but it kept calling me. Like every time I tried to venture out into something different, like doing hair or just, as a teenager trying to figure out what your niche is in life, music always called me. What ended up happening is I played 2 summers for the DC Department of Recreation Showmobile. And
that was a Mayor Barry program?
Yes, Mayor Barry, and it was a summer youth leadership program. We got paid to actually rehearse and to perform reviews, and that's how I learned how to play the keyboard, and we did Motown, and I really expanded my knowledge of different genres. And I met people like Roy Battle and Harold Hall, and people who were instrumental in hooking me up with Pleasure. And I ended up being in Pleasure, DC's first all-female go-go band. I played with them for about 1.5 years. We met Herbie Lovebug, and because of Herbie, we ended up touring all around the world with Salt and Pepper. I toured internationally with them, and we ended up meeting people on the road, and we toured with High Five and did some Arsenio Hall dates and things, and it's just, every single opportunity led to another.
And what are you doing these days?
What am I doing these days? I'm actually a full-time musician, going on 6 years. I play with Belladonna. I'm one of the keyboard players in Belladonna, the all-female sensation. And I also am a choir director. I direct 2 different choirs. I'm the actual minister of music at Bethlehem Baptist Church, and there I direct 2 choirs. And then at Tabernacle Baptist Church in Northeast, I direct the Tabernacle Echoes, and I've been there for about 4 years. So that keeps me busy, and I'm also a single mom. I have 3 kids.
All right. And we may be able to hear them in the background. What are you going to do for us today here on Locally Grown?
When people ask you to play as a musician, it's hard to really say, okay, I'm just going to play this song. So I have a variety of things I want to do. The first, I'm just going to do like some music that I really love from different artists. And then I'm actually going to give you a taste of my own original composition.
All right.
And then we're going to bring a special guest out to help me with some things.
That's a very special guest coming here today on Locally Grown. All right, so I'm just going to step out of the way and let Claudia go ahead.
So a big part of my musical inspiration is playing other artists' music. And the next song I'm going to do is a song that I love to play with my choir, the youth and young adult choir at Bethlehem. Um, it's by Donald Lawrence, and it's called Back to Eden. And another thing about playing keys is I like to add a little funk and just kind of make it mine and kind of, take it to a higher level of praise. And that's one of the things that inspires everyone in the church audience to actually not just be so quiet, but to actually get up out of their seats and to, you know, get going. So here we are, Donald Lawrence. I am now going to play for you one of my original compositions. It's untitled, and I actually have it programmed in my sequencer slash keyboard here. So you're going to hear some sounds that you might not see me playing, but it's all a part of the process of writing and being able to record and being able to fuse different sounds together. So travel with me in my original composition. friend and just violinist extraordinaire, Miss Chelsea Green
Hello,
from the Green
everyone.
Project.
So excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. This young lady and I have never had the opportunity to play together, so this is actually a kind of a groundbreaking type of performance.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be the first of many, right?
I hope so.
Yes.
I certainly hope so.
Yes. I feel privileged.
Oh, as do I. Thank you. Oh, don't make me cry. Come on, I can't run my makeup now.
So Chelsea and I are going to actually do a medley, not really a medley, but we're going to start off playing a classical piece called Canon in D. Everybody has probably heard of that, or you musicians have played it millions of times. And then we're going to actually go into a Total Praise, which is one of my favorite gospel songs by Richard Smallwood. So sit back and relax and enjoy.
locally grown. I'm flabbergasted. I just don't know what to say. The birds in my garden now have new songs to sing, and my plants are probably going to grow so much better because of what just happened here. I know my neighbors are loving this, but I want to. Nobody loves it more than me. And Claudia, Chelsea, thank you very much for coming to Locally Grown. And everybody needs to tune in every week here on your favorite YouTube channel and watch Locally Grown, where we grill and groove in my garden. Thank you.